People who have had an I'm going to marry this person instinct. What happened?
My dad went to a basketball game in 1963. He saw one of the cheerleaders that he thought was cute, turned to his buddy and said, "I'm going to marry that girl. This March will be their 54th anniversary."
The first time I saw my wife some 20 plus years ago in high school. I said I'm going to marry that girl. I did. We have been married for 20 years, together 24, 3 kids, mortgage, etc. No deal-breaking complaints. It does take effort, communication, and compromise. The first thing I said to her was, "Good morning, beautiful," as I held the door for her at school, to which she rebutted, "You." That really sealed the deal for me. I had to make her my wife.
We dated for 2 years, decided we were too young to marry, dated for another 8 years, got married, and 20 years later he got arrested for CP and we're in the process of getting a divorce, obviously. I would not have married him if I knew he was into kids. I look extremely young for my age, and now I'll always have to wonder if he actually loved me, or if he was just with me for money and because I look very young. I guess moral of the story is to wear sunscreen every day so you two can attract and marry a pedo.
She was a friend of a friend coming to my apartment housewarming. I knew the very first moment when I opened the door and saw her that I was going to marry her. We had never met prior. We dated 6 years and married. We divorced after about 15 years of marriage.
He is stealing the carrots off my plate right now. I experienced love at first sight once. That was decades ago now. But I still think about her frequently. I've never met another woman I connect with as naturally as we did. I feel like we missed the mark. Should have ended up together. But life just got in the way and we ended up drifting apart. I hope she's super happy though.
After coming back from our first date, a friend asked me how it went. I was playing it cool with my responses. He could tell I was smitten and was having none of it. And I began to say, "I don't even think she's that cool." A little voice in the back of my head said, "Careful, you are going to marry her someday." Anyway, it turns out she is still very much cooler than me 18 years later.
Had that instinct twice. Married and later divorced both of them? If I get that feeling again, I'm going no contact.
I remember coming home and telling my mom, I'm going to marry her. And then I dated her so hard and married the shit out of her. That was, like, 15 years ago and she's next to me watching Bob's Burgers.
They fell out of love with me. I accepted it and want to move on even though it still hurts because we were good together.